Only focus on what you can control. I'm going to say that again. Only focus on what you can control. Dr. Collura here with CEO Effectiveness, and I want to spend just a couple minutes talking about kind of the state of affairs and what's going on, not just within our country, but also globally, right? And give you some key nuggets to kind of hold on to as we're going through this tumultuous time and experiencing a lot of turbulence in the fabric of our society within the culture as we know it, and things that you can do to stay calm, right? To be able to keep a level head, to be able to respond accordingly to the different variables and situations that are currently being lived and maybe to come still. First and foremost, take time to breathe and meditate. If you've never meditated before, that's okay. There are a ton of resources on YouTube and different apps within your phone that can help you through guided meditation. It's very important that in the midst of so much stimuli that we take the time to stop and block that stimuli from coming in and swaying and manipulating how we feel about something. Is it important to be privy to the most up-to-date information? Yes. But if you're being consumed by that information and it's a barrage of non-stop deposits that are being made, you're not giving your body, your mind what it needs to be calm and make sense of the situation to the best of your abilities. Number two, it's extremely important that you follow whatever the CDC guidelines are, right? And a lot of folks in the professional space, they are still continuing to push forward, having group gatherings. This is a community-centric approach, right? So everyone needs to do their part, and that is completely within your control. Number three, take the time to reconnect. Now we have an incredible opportunity, with many of us being at home, many of us being confined to small spaces, small groups. Take the time to reconnect, get face-to-face or do remote, but have conversations that you haven't had in a long time. Talk about the things that you've been avoiding. We have a really important opportunity that's in front of us to reconnect with folks that we haven't had a chance to talk to or have our relationship on terms that perhaps we would want to have them. So take that time now. And remember, you can only control, right, that which is in your direct grasp. So what does that mean? Your direct reality, what is in your life that you have control and influence over? Everything else that's going on, take into consideration, but understand you don't want to dwell in that space because you can't control anything there. So all you're going to do is compound stress, you're going to compound ambiguity, and we all know that ambiguity is not a friend of our brain, right? The thing in between our ears does not like ambiguity because it does interpret it as danger. And our response system for danger comes from our HPA axis. That's our hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal glands. And there is such a thing as HPA fatigue, right? So if we're constantly in that state of fight or flight, we can experience burnout. Now is not the time to experience burnout. Now is the time to stay calm, stay level-headed, and think clearly through what the next steps are and what the most productive outcomes will be. Dr. Collura here with CEO Effectiveness. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, we're only a phone call and an email away to help with any sort of crises that you may be experiencing within your organization and your team. Talk to you soon.